and welcome back once again to another edition of Inside the Headset. Game 1, week 1, game 2. Let me get it right. Week 1, game 2, and I'm with the head coach of the Oakland Patriots, Thomas McDaniel. Coach McDaniel played last Thursday night when against a tough Riverdale squad, and basically came away with a win. Thought you looked good on some plays, and I did listen to your radio show on Saturday through other media outlets, and talked a little bit about you did have some mistakes and things, so talk a little bit about the game.
You know, all in all, I was very pleased with the game. Obviously, anytime we can beat Riverdale, it's it's good for our school and our community. It's a big game for us, and it's a good, it's a big rival, and so I'm happy with that. But it's funny, I've been doing this long enough now that I think I have a decent grasp on how I'm going to feel and how people respond. And what I have begun to learn is that I'm a lot more upset when we lose than happy when we win, and I thought I would just be on cloud 9. If you'd have told me we beat Riverdale 41-7, I would have said, I'd be, ecstatic and excited and all those things. And I was happy for our kids and excited that our school, and I thought we had a great student section that night. And so there was a lot of positive things, but just me personally, when it was over with, it was kind of short-lived. And I say that not to be a Debbie Downer, but just that, this league and our schedule, it doesn't allow much time for celebration and reflection. So, I took Friday, spent some time with my family, watched a lot of different football and listened to a lot of different football, and then
I heard you had mass over at your house, basically.
Yeah, man, I was set up all over the place. But part of the I guess the problem about Thursday's enjoyment was when I got back Thursday night and watched the game, I just noticed so many things that we didn't do as well as we should have, and it's things that we've been harping on, the turnovers and holding on to the football, those type of things that are going to get us beat in big games down the stretch. Now, the positives were we executed very well up front on offense. I thought we did what we should have done that night. We dominated the line of scrimmage. Our backs ran hard. We finished runs. We finished blocks. Defensively, I thought we ran the football very well. We didn't miss a lot of tackles. But we had a couple silly penalties, things that I know we can fix. We had some turnovers that I hope we get fixed quickly. But all in all, very pleased with our kids' effort. I thought we handled it very businesslike. I thought we expected to go over there and dominate the game. And, for the most part, we did that. I would say one of my biggest disappointments was that our backups, with as much work and experience as we try to give them in practice and in scrimmages, our backups simply did not perform up to our expectation. I know that sounds...
now, would this be your JV guys? Or
yeah, it's a mix of seconds and JV guys, but not to say the whole second group didn't perform well, but we pulled our older guys out early in the third, and I thought our second team would go in there and do a nice job, and we just had too many that weren't ready to play. And I think some of that is inexperience, and I think some of it is not being prepared to play. The problem with that is somebody's going to get hurt at some point in the game, and a backup that doesn't think they're going to play is going to have to step up and fill a role. And some of our seconds weren't ready to go in there early enough and compete. So we got to get better there. But again, good game. Happy with the end result, but a lot of stuff we've got to correct moving into our week 1 game against White Station.
You watched that White Station game. I know you and I spoke a little bit before the kickoff of that game. That was an ESPN3 online game. I watch a lot of games through MLB on online situation. Can't rewind, can't do anything. What do you do, Coach? You take note. I mean, because you're going to get a copy of the film, but you're just trying to explain to the fans and what you're looking for, because you're just trying to get a jump, and somewhere or another, what are some of the first things you say? Okay, I can't do this. What's kind of the template you're doing?
Well, really honestly, at that particular point, it was just me being a normal fan, not a normal fan, but just trying to watch the things that I could grab. Number of players on the sideline. I can get a feel for their kicking game, just not only how they execute, but just how many kids are on the players, so to speak, are having to play in the kicking game as well. That's pretty easy to pick up on. Then you can just get a feel defensively what kind of philosophy they're going to have. Offensively, obviously their scheme. So just enough to basically know whether I was going to sleep good. And after watching the game and listening to Siegel and Blackman and watching part of the Innsworth game on ESPNU, I didn't sleep very good Friday, and I woke up early Saturday. So other than those types of things, you don't get much from it in that ESPN3 situation there. But I was able to go ahead and erase some question marks or create more question marks. And for us right now, it's, So you
got what you wanted out of it versus you being at the scene?
No, I didn't get what I wanted out of it. I wanted to see that we were going to be able to maybe start preparing a little bit for Siegel and hopefully have a nice trip to Memphis and go dominate the game. And that's not what I saw. So we've got our hands full. I would say that anybody outside of Rutherford County knows very little about White Station. Anybody outside of Shelby County really knows little about Oakland. And I can tell you that it is going to be a great football game. Extremely talented team. A weird dynamic in that they were playing South Panola out of Mississippi, who is a traditional powerhouse.
Yeah, it's all 555. They University.
University.
The billboards when you go through there, you know right off that has a big home for high school football.
It's a football factory, and I was taken aback a little bit because you don't know how to evaluate a team that's playing South Panola. But at the same time, it didn't take long to figure out that they are talented enough to beat us. So I would say our kids are smart enough to know that watching the film, if we don't go play well, we're going to get beat. I can tell you.
Simple as that.
Yeah, they're good enough to beat us if we don't play well. I do think our brand of football will cause them some problems as well. We'll have to handle the trip, handle playing in a unique environment at the fairgrounds. One great thing that I'm getting news about right now is that we've got one full bus of kids coming, and I think they've already decided to charter a second bus, so we will have some fans there. Which
y'all blowing some money to go do this. I mean, what is, and not to interrupt you, but what is that tab we're talking? I mean, somewhere in the neighborhood to go pull this game off is to load up this many people.
It's a lot more than you think. I mean, just us getting on the buses, we got to get 2 charter buses. We have to have a 15-passenger van. We're having to feed them 3 meals. It's an all-day affair. It'll be fun. The kids will get a great experience from it, but it costs us a lot of money. And but you know what? I'm okay with that. We raise a lot of money. Our kids help fundraise, and I want the money going back into experiences like this. This will be a trip that they won't forget. And but we got 2 charter buses from the school, strictly for kids and parents. So we'll have a good crowd. It'll be a great night. And I'm sure we'll go compete hard, and I think we'll play well. But there's a lot of variables we got to get through between now and 7:30 on Friday, and the biggest one being prepared for White Station and what they pose for us. The challenge is great, and that's good. We're tabbed to be one of the better teams in 6A, and I think they are as well. And so we should want to play the best competition. I'll be very disappointed, but I expect us to go compete hard, and I think we'll go play well.
Give me just an appetizer of their offense and defense coach for the fans. I mean, what will the fans be that you'll tell them right off? Is it a 52? Do they go spread, or what is their?
They're a 50 on defense. They're very multiple defensively. They're going to try to cause us a lot of problems up front. Their size is a mismatch for us offensively. They're not very big, but they're very athletic. They've got a tremendous inside linebacker that has gotten a lot of attention, got a lot of offers. He's a great player, but they've got athletes all over the field on defense. They'll play a lot of man coverage, keep 7 or 8 in the box, and try to make us throw the ball, which is fine. Offensively, they're spread. We've got a dynamic quarterback in Cedric Wilson. Got several skilled kids that can do great things with the ball. But it's really, I guess it's going to be a battle of 2 very different styles because their offense is totally different than ours, and defensively, we're from a philosophical standpoint not very similar. So I don't think it's any secret. We're going to go down there and try to physically wear them down. And I'm sure their coach knows that. That's not a secret. And they're going to try to out athlete us and use their speed on the perimeter to make plays. And so it'll be a fun matchup. But again, we're healthy. We've got Emmanuel didn't participate Thursday, but now he's back 100%. I can tell you he's practiced all week. I think he's ready to go. He brings a different dimension to us on both sides of the ball that we need.
He's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, and other than that, we're healthy everywhere, really, to be honest. So we're going to the party with everybody ready to play. And like I said, our kids know it's going to take our best effort, and that's exciting because I want to see where we are. And I think we haven't mentioned Siegel because we haven't had a chance to mention Siegel. And really, that's the way it should be.
Let's leave it until next week.
That's right.
We'll talk about it next week.
And so, it'll be good for everybody, and I think it'll be a great game. So I'm excited.
Let's close. All right, so if you're an Oakland Patriot, gather up, get out of here early. That's a 7:30 kickoff against White Station, Coach Floyd and his boys. So follow the Oakland Patriots all the way to Memphis, to the fairgrounds where Elvis Presley was. That's where he used to sing all the time. So anyway, Tommy probably knows all that. Anyway, all righty, fans, we'll catch you on the next round.